Hello, digital card fighters. This is Kyle D, better known as Ride My Avatar, bringing you another deck profile. Have you ever just wanted to make your opponent just rage quit? Have you ever just wanted payback for all the suffering that your opponent just hits all their triggers? You can't just deal enough damage to win. Well, it's time to take it all back. So, what do? We make them just discard their deck. Yes, we're bringing in Bermuda Turbo Discard. So what is Bermuda Turbo Discard? Well, it's very interesting to the fact that is you draw, your opponent draws at the same time. We're using a Black Cat combo, but because we bounce everything back, because we are Bermuda Triangle, we make our opponent regret life. Regret even just coming into the room and just sitting there for the 10 minutes of sheer torture they're going to be going through. Except if they're Kagero, then they just play Heat Nail and just go like, bye bruh. So you got to play a different kind of way of against Kagero that you might not enjoy. So again, understand that if you're facing that deck, you're at a very much on a clock. Because again, they see Heat Nail. You're now have to make sure you have a couple pieces to see. So remember, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'm going to show you what we can do with it. So without further ado, let's go over the deck profile. So you guys know me as well as my biggest favorite deck is Neo Nectars in this game, but this deck just makes your opponent contemplate existence. So let's go over it real quick. So first off, our starter is none other than Bermuda Triangle Cadet Wedela, because the fact is to return one of your rear guards to hand. Very useful. Next, we have Pearl Sister Perla, because the fact is we do run the grade 2. You definitely want to use her. Then we play 3 original with the new PG, because I like the new SP I pulled. But again, they all serve their purposes. This makes it so you don't die to crits. This one is just if you want to get the final thing. Next, here is your Prism of the Water Myota, because when placed, all players draw a card. This is your Black Cat, and oh my goodness, is this card just annoying to deal with. Most people just don't have an answer to stop it, and they just cannot handle it. So we use her as our main focal point. Next, we play a bunch of cards that just bounce her back. So when placed, Counterblast to return one of your other rear guards to hand. We use that for that fact. Then we have Pearl Sister Perla, because when she hits the Vanguard, look, you get to bring back the grade 1. Then we play a bunch of 10Ks because they need to completely knock these out before taking care of the issue. Next, we play Bermuda Princess Lena. If they are not playing Narukami or anything like that, this card just bounces all of them back to hand. Next, we have our amazing Aurora Star Coral, for the same fact, is Counterblast 1 to Soul Charge 1 and return a card to your hand. She is just another bouncer. Next, we have Labrador, because of the fact is Counterblast to return one of your rear guards to hand. Yes, you could possibly get away with getting more targets for her, but the fact is you don't really need there. And then we have Costume Idol Alk. Again, when placed, Soul Blast to gain 5,000. That's not the fact is. At the end of the battle, you may ride a grade 3 from your hand as rest. If you do, this card add this card from your soul to your hand, draw a card. She lets you bounce in the middle of combat once Limit Break 4 happens, and when placed, Soul Blast, and then you return one of your rear guards. Again, all you see is bounce the grade 1 back to hand as quickly and effectively as possible. That is your goal. That is your mission, your life objective. That is all you care about, is being able to bounce that grade 1 back to hand. There is nothing else you want to do. We run stand triggers because I find that having it restand just to swing in another damage can just speed up the process, but you don't want to speed it too much because, again, once your opponent reaches 9 cards, they just start milling, and you want to take advantage of that. So let's dive into a game. Hopefully we don't run into Kagero, because if we do, we're going to be kind of sad. So again, and this deck has this issue of prolonged bricking. If you brick, there's not much you can do. If you don't brick, this deck can do wonders. Let's see, no Kagero. Okay, Aquaforce seems to be everybody's calling right now. Okay, we have 2 Aquaforces. We're going second. Come on, cats. There we go. This is actually a really good hand. Nothing goes back. You might be wondering, why though? Well, because the fact is our opponent is actually playing, and we're going to smash in their face so much that they're going to cry. So 3, 6... He's going to call 1. We're going to draw 2. And depending on our opponent, if they know what we're playing, be nervous. The fact is, if they don't know what we're playing, then we're good. We're Gucci. So we're going to draw 3 black cats. So normally, 1, 2, 3... We're going to call you. So 1. Boop. Activate skill. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Since we are trading 1-for-1s, I'd rather have him closer to milling his shit than us being milled out. So 7. Perfect. 3, 6, 7. Battle. So if he hits a defensive draw, we're kind of actually just really mean to him right there. So nope, no defensive draw, but he will draw a discard. So he's going to start losing more advantage because the fact is he'll start swinging. There we go. Loss of PG. We kind of went a little ham early on, but the fact is of the matter, we don't have to worry too much on what we do here. We do have 3 of her. So he's going to have to call his whole board to keep preventing us from milling him. Again, 9 cards is still 9 cards. Ooh, he's not thinking this through, is he? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There goes a PG for us, but that's not what we're worried about here. Draw us a card, please. Question comes down to, what do we want to do here? I think in the ideal world here, we don't actually attack him. No, we don't. We're not going to attack. And there's a reason for that. Because now he has to throw down multiple of those. And since he's lost 2, he can only retire 1 of ours. But what we're going to do next turn is bounce Lena. Lena's going to call all these guys back to our hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. We draw 1. Ooh, I should have thrown down another grade 2. So my opponent is now starting to realize what situation they're in right now against this deck, and either they're going to give up or they're going to burn a lot of resources right now to prevent us from continuing to mill the daylights out of their hand. If they got to burn everything to stop us, they're going to have issues. And I'm not joking. I mean, the other option is... So, one counterblast to hit us. We keep our girls safe. Soul Blast 2, draw a card. You're just speeding up the process. Okay, 3/6. Yep. Ooh, almost out of time. Okay, hit us twice and we're Gucci. Stand trigger. First check, second check. Ooh, nice draw trigger. 3, 6, 7. We'll start making the mill cards shortly. So I won't ride Lena. There's a good reason for it, though. Because we got Labrador. So first off, we're going to play Labrador. So activate skill. We're going to bounce 1. We're going to call a grade 2 here. We're going to call actually both of our grade 2s. And then we're going to make our opponent discard a card. So the main focus point is we're going to hit here, and then the rear guards die. Ooh, heal trigger. Nice. Exactly what we wanted. So we're going to Soul Blast. Balanced our girl. So 3, 6, 7, 8. Sadly, I wish for a draw trigger, but we did not get it. That's fine. We're golden, boys. So 19. Ooh, I needed you. And I needed you. So we're at 3, 6, 7. So if we survive next turn, 3, 7, 8. Bouncing them back is just not in the question right now. Should have thrown you down and just sacked. Whiffed her, sacked her, and proceeded. That should have been the game plan. But again, we can still combo off with 2. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Our opponent has to do some... Ooh, Glory Maelstrom. So 2 of them are going to come down now. I mean, not that big of a deal. He's going to ignore the Interceptor. He's got it. Nope. He's just playing just to play. That's not enough. There we go. Our opponent loses out in time. What? I call BS on that 100%, but whatever. Heal trigger. We take those. So rear guard stays. He's got to attack both rear guards. That AK ain't doing shit. And then swing yet again into another rear guard. So we got another 10k. So we're hoping for is another draw into a 10k. Really, at the end of the day, that's what we're hoping for here. Labrador will bounce us back something, which is fine. Okay. So, we're just going to ride our Labrador again, just so we have the soul to keep proceeding to smack our opponent. We're going to activate skill. Bounce the one behind our Vanguard. Play. Since he didn't choose to go on to the good one, we're going to just semi-punish him here for it. Hey, look, PG. Cool. And we got grade 3s for days. So the fact is 3, 6, 7, 6. Cool. So we're just going to proceed and do things my way. And then we'll smack just because we can first. Ooh, we hit a stand trigger. Very nice, actually. Since I'm not really scared of him now, we're just going to punch face. Ooh, nasty. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Boop skis. Whoopsies. They kind of come to hand now. And we got a PG, so it's not like he's going to kill us. So we're just going to turn endo. So he's going to draw. He'll go to 15. We're still at 17. So at a certain point, we just combo. And we're pretty close to that point. I'm not joking at the moment. So him hitting any more draw triggers is going to be devastating, to say the least. He needs to play another limit break enabler. Ooh. $9K trade. Okay. 4th attack. Okay. Okay, he's guaranteeing the attack. Okay. He's almost out of time here. Okay. Oh, oopsies. He ran out of time. He was thinking way too much on that play. 3, 6. You know what? I didn't want the gray 2s first, but okay. Another 10K. So 3-6. Battle phase. Normally, in normal circumstances, you would attack here. Giving him 4 is not what we kind of want to do right now. So, oh, cool. We actually can give him 4 because we won't die. And we get a stand trigger off that? Cool. We just plus him for days, boys. Plus him for days. So, we'll give him 4. Ooh, nasty. Soul Blast. Bring our cat in to hand. Ooh. That's what I'm talking about. Boop. After that hit, it does not matter. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Turn endo. So he's at 10 cards right now, and this is making him sweat. He's going to go down to 9. We have 2 cats, 2 playable cat turns. We got a bouncer and counterblast to bounce. We're gonna go into Alk. There's a reason for that. Ooh, counterblast. He is really gonna try hardcore here now. Ooh, guaranteeing hits. Yeah, he can't time out anymore because if he does that, he's screwed. So 1, he's got to go to battle. Okay, perfect. So swing. 11k. His Vanguard is not going to kill us, even if he gains the extra critical. That is fine, though. 3, 6. See, what's nice is we can play more than he can. So if he hits double draw triggers right now, he's screwed. So 1, hit a draw trigger. Nope. First, second. Ew. So we're in a situation where we're now on an ultra clock. See, now we have to beat him before he beats us. So first off, we're going to bounce you. Okay, so blast, bounce. We're gonna call. Bounce. Again, you could definitely deck yourself out by yourself. You don't need really your opponent to help you with that. Retire. Just trying to see how many more triggers do we have left. Absolutely hot. Nothing. So we're just gonna go all in here. So bounce. Because 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, our opponent's about to start discarding like a madman. We got another PG. So we got another grade 2. So the game plan here is to survive, but we will deck out and lose anyway. He's at 6. That Perla drawing us an extra card to Soul Charge was probably not the right play. I forgot that I had Perla out. And then we swing in. First check, second check. We're at the bottom of the deck, so he draws 36. He's gonna draw. No, we're not invoking that. We have 2 PGs in hand, so we survive next turn regardless of what he does. So he's at 4. My opponent has probably drawn all of his triggers. It is just a vanilla deck at the moment. So, okay. He's discarded 1 PG. Not terrible. We actually kind of do survive this because we do have 2 PGs and a grade 3 to discard. So our opponent has to do a lot here. And any draw triggers just set us in advance here. Okay, another grade 2. If he has 1 more draw trigger, I think we're golden, boys. 8. First check. So he's got to swing into 2 rear guards and then swing with the Vanguard. If he hits a draw trigger, we win just because the game mechanic says so. He's got 1. So we could definitely win this. It really comes down to... We're not calling the Black Cat combo anymore. One. Come on. Nope. There is no more grade 3s in his damage. Okay. We draw. Okay, we got a grade 2. This is not looking good in our favor right now because we take this out, we swing twice. Yeah, this didn't end well. But you guys can kind of see what the deck is meant to do. So, like right now, like this would have been final good push turn. But the fact is, we still just have to get through multiple PGs. His whole PGs are in his hand. So, we do lose this, sadly. But that does happen from time to time. We'll not be invoking that. And look, other PG. Yep. If my opponent had another draw trigger, I would have just proceeded to do that. Combo. See, he's got 3 cards left in deck. Does not matter in the slightest. We actually did pretty well. Again, there are some times where you don't want to just go off, and I went off too early. Sadly, this deck does have a tendency of bricking and everything like that, but as you can see, it does do its job. His final draw trigger, he just put down just to show us that he did have it. If we didn't soul charge and draw off of Perla, we would have actually had enough to at least combo off twice more, and we would have done enough damage to our opponent where it just made them sad. But the fact is, we do lose this, sadly. But it was a good game, no less. We did pretty well against this deck, and to show off what this deck can do is just pure devastation. And, guys, hopefully you did enjoy this, and hopefully you stick around for more videos like this. Please let me know how you like this deck profile, and I'll